Yeah.
Well, actually, and I have to give credit to NBC because they were it was not a done deal, and they realized that the crew in particular really needed to know whether or not they had jobs coming back this summer. And the second to last day of filming, before they were originally planning on doing it, they went ahead and announced it just so that the crew would know that they were going to have jobs. And I thought that was really kind.
Very cool.
Well, congratulations. I mean, and you make it sound like there was a question. I think it's more of a question with the industry a lot of times with these kind of shows. Like, are they going to give us another shot? There's a lot going on, and we have to hurry up and wrap up. So, I mean, you guys have that. I mean, when you got to your 100th episode, I was one of the people going, yay! The show's still here, right? Look how shocked you look. Like, because I know a lot of shows that we love get canceled just because. So, congratulations to you guys.
Yeah, we've been very lucky, and it's been quite good to us. You've seen us all age in real time for the last 5 years. How many people can say that?
And I mean, I enjoy you transporting me to Portland all the time, but it seems like a world where poor Nick never gets a break. And then just steeped in murder and lies. Just lies. All you guys do is just lie to each other all the time. There's a lot of lying going on.
Yeah, especially in this three.
Yes! Trust me, she was all over the place.
Eve, I mean, Lord, these things characters have been turning left and right.
You look like you're thinking aloud.
Well, I was actually thinking Eve thus far has not been dishonest. She's just had very little to say at all.
She's succinct now.
So, I'll interject as we go on, but let's start some questions. And so I know it's you first. Please don't take it personally. So we'll let you start right over here.
Hi guys. I just wanted to ask Bitsy, who do you have more fun playing, Eve or Juliet?
Okay. Juliet, I loved playing. I played her for 4 years, and I miss her, which is why I still fast forward through the Adeline and Nixies. But that was also really fun because I got to work with the gang, and it was a lot of the Scooby Squad scenes. So, and I love, even though it means a longer day, like I like the big group scenes because I always have so much fun on set with Bree and Silas and David, and now a lot of.
You want to go to the Scooby Squad, really? He was always in control of the Scooby Squad. That was for a minute, for like a second. Yeah, it was awkward. It was awkward. You show up with your like cape thing, and it was weird.
And now, it's Eve. It's like me and a computer in an underground, really cold, freezing cold underground compound, and I get lonely.
I feel like that's what Siri feels like. You got all those wings to keep you company.
But I do love how powerful she is and how she was finally able to, with the help of Meisner, kind of control the hex and beast within and use it for good as opposed to terrible, terrible things that Juliet was doing.
And she's actually getting things done. I mean, everybody else is kind of floundering on
That's
finding
right.
information. She's like,
That's right.
It's no problem.
I think one of the things that I didn't realize this before I got into the movies and television, that we often don't see each other. Like, if you're not in a storyline with somebody, you can go weeks and months without really kind of seeing a castmate who's a good friend of yours. So, yeah, it'd be nice to get you back in a loop a little bit.
You mean you guys don't just hang out in a trailer and just go, hey, I brought sandwiches?
That was more season 1 kind of a thing. When we was like, hey, my partner. We stopped trying 4 seasons ago. But it's true. I mean, it took me, I think, a year and a half before I even worked with Silas. That's so wild.
Yeah, Reggie was the last one I worked with. Reggie or Claire.
Reggie and Claire still haven't met.
And you're loving with Fez, because Fezes are awesome.
Hello, I was wondering if each of you have a favorite episode?
First of all, I want to say this because this is the first time we've ever done this, and I just found this out 2 days ago myself. We are doing a 2-hour finale episode, and I know a lot of people have been asking for a 2-hour episode. It's finally happening May 20th. I happened to see with David at our producer Norberto Barba's house the finale episode, the last hour for season 5, and it was basically the best episode of Grimm I've ever seen.
That's
non-stop action.
Yep.
Our stunt coordinator, I mean, it is, non-stop action. Really amazing fight scenes. The story's really compelling. I'm very proud of it, and it's Norberto's last episode that he's doing as the main producing director of GRIMM, and he really went out with a bang. So that one.
I haven't seen it. You're gonna love it. It's gonna be good, right? The final scene. You know what I'm talking about.
Such a tease!
The last three, I think in general, some really cool stuff going on. I don't remember which one is my favorite, but it's really a blur. But I mean, whenever I get to be, whenever the mythology is really prominent, that's more fun for me than, say, just the procedural stuff. So I enjoy those.
I love the Aswang episode and the El Kukui every time. I like when it's I love when there is a whole new country that tunes in to watch our show. And with the Aswang, it was the Philippines, and we did really well. So I think that's really fun.
Is there a particular country that you travel to when you're doing these things that you're like, I didn't know that I had so many fans here?
Brazil loves GRIMM. Brazil loves GRIMM. I get a lot of say hi to Brazil on Twitter. And then instead of ha, they say ja 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 ja, like J.A. It's fun to look at.
Yeah, Europe. Dave and I were in Europe over the holidays, and there are a lot of GRIMM fans. I mean, they're kind of everywhere, which is great.
But it's interesting too because they, anywhere you go, like everywhere we travel, it always shocks me. We always run into GRIMM fans, but I think it's particular to us as well. Like we have particular demographics. Like I get, because of my Russian descent, I get tons of Russian women.
Wow.
like all the time, like rain, and it's just like, where is this coming from? But they're all like, it's the same thing. Some I am in Russian, they're always like, I understand that you're, they call me with my patronymic, Alexander Yakovich. It's really adorable. I love it, and I get back to slowly Russian. And I think Reggie gets tons of Filipino fans.
Oh yeah.
This question is for Bitsy and Sasha. When you guys vogue and are Somber Beast and Hexen Beast, is it like prosthetic or is it more CGI? And how is it like to act?
We don't, fortunately for us, we don't really have time to do the prosthetics. So the only actor who's ever had to sit through prosthetics is Silas, who had to do it in the very, very beginning.
The pilot, right?
But what they do is we'll film a scene, and then if Juliet was going to morph, they'll say, okay, dots. And the makeup girls will come over and put little yellow dots all over my face with like a latex that is then removable. And I'll do the and then I do it, and then they take all the dots off, and you continue the scene. And when they said you're coming back as Eve, I thought, well, the morph has to be different because she's so controlled. So I don't know if you've noticed, she actually hasn't morphed a ton, but now it's more of a instead of this thing where I was like basically giving myself whiplash.
It's all like, do it again with more feeling.
Well, I mean, it ends up in VFX anyway, so even if I was half-assing it, it would look pretty good.
And full asset in post.
I would hate to sit through the makeup. I'm so relieved, I can't possibly tolerate it. And I watch those poor stunt people just get slathered with makeup for 4 hours, and I just think, God.
Yeah, and it's hot for them. My stunt double in the finale episode, she could barely see out of the little thing. So she's just kind of looked bizarre the whole day.
It's when you're morphed, like the eyes kind of go.
So that she could actually see.
Watching them eat lunch is the best.
Like smoke a cigarette.
Like stuff's falling out. It's awful.
Complete sun, so straw.
We need to put more of that on Snapchat so I can follow that story. Yeah.
Oh, hello. Hi.
Oh, somebody help.
This is the most adorable thing I've ever seen.
What is your greatest fear?
In life?
Yes.
Ooh, boy.
Deep question.
I would say, as you get older, your fears change. Boy. Originally, maybe when I was your age, I feared birds. Because a friend of my sister's got a bird stuck in her hair once. And her name was Shannon. And it was terrifying for her. So I was scared that a bird was going to fly into a shirt of mine, or my hair, or a bat flying into my face. And now, I don't know, somebody else answer.
I am afraid of spiders. I always have been, and I always will be. And then, I guess on a deeper level, I'm always kind of scared that something's going to happen to a loved one.
Taking that down. It's true.
He was gonna say something easy like worms, something like worms.
How old are you?
I'm 7.
With the weight of the world on your shoulders.
When I was your age, I was afraid of the basement in our house. And my mother, for some reason, was always sending me downstairs to get, like, stuff out of the cold storage for dinner. And I would turn on every single light on the way down. And, like, incrementally inch towards it. Finally. And the second I got the thing she wanted, I would run up those stairs so fast.
Did she ever just stand at the top and go, boom?
I'm over it now, for the most part. I'm pretty good with basements now, but that was pretty scary.
How about you? What are you scared of?
I don't really remember what I'm scared of.
It's because you're brave. Something that I've never been. Thank you.
Yeah, so first of all, thank you for existing and doing that. I was going to ask about Jacqueline, actually. You know, she had a very sort of uncommon path to stardom, and this is hot. Like, were you guys a part of that at all? You know, like, were you brought in and consulted on that, or it's kind of an obscure question, but just reading up on her sort of trajectory to being a part of the show, it's pretty unique. So I just wanted to see if you guys had any insight on that, or if you were part of